5 more minutes and we're going live. I'll see you guys inside. You have the link. Any question you want to ask me, let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Time to level up.
You serious? Pay you for what? Standing there?
I swear the jokes just write themselves. 486 views for 486,000 subscribers. Yikes, but welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. The AMU, the Alpha Male universe, has just been getting crazier and this carnival show just doesn't stop. A superstar in all of this, and that's not a good thing, let me tell you that, is Princess Azoulay. Now he's been doing big things, as you could see, 486 views, and he has decided that he wants to be the next Asmongold, the next XQC, so he has started his Twitch stream career. But let me tell you guys, it's already ended. I wanted to announce though that we have opened a second channel called Bubba's Barn, and that channel is going to be videos in which that are not AMU like related or whatever. It'll just be my thoughts on other topics. I didn't want to change the central message of this main channel. So guys, don't worry, I always listen to the community. So be sure to head on over to Bubba's Barn in the description down below. So guys, hit that like button. Let's get in the flow state together. Let's get bubbly with it and let's get this show on the road.
So I've got a lot of questions that have run through the chat. One of them, same guy, Israeli Ninja. He was saying, what about Johnny Bravo's accusations against you? Have you guys personally talked about that?
Yeah, actually we did. We did personally talk. I had a conversation with him and I proved to him that everything that he showed over there wasn't true. What Johnny Bravo came out with wasn't real, concrete evidence of the court. What he said over there, that he said that me and my brother, the girl, it's not true. What Johnny Bravo said was what was said by her parents to sue my home insurance so they could get $51 million. And they pretended that they notified us, but they never did.
What are you doing?
And 6 months before that, before they sued us, or 6 months or a year, they sued another company and won. And their track record shows that that's what they've been doing. This is how they were making money. So now they went for the big bucks, you know?
All right, we got a couple of things to talk about. This guy, right, this big-headed, chinless lame, he doesn't realize that people in this niche, the content creators in this niche, we all talk to each other, right? So I hit up John Bravo and I asked him about this, and Azoulay's acting like John Bravo's just sitting on a story that he's not telling the world or whatever. This is just bullshit, right? Did Azoulay talk to John Bravo? Yeah. But John Bravo just simply heard out Azoulay. But he's not sitting on a story that's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to tell the world what I heard or whatever. I was like, okay, so did Azoulay talk to you about this? He's like, yeah. And I was like, why is Azoulay trying to make it seem like he's innocent or something? He's like, I don't fucking know. And that's basically it, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you can either believe myself, John Bravo, or you can believe Princess Azoulay, who's lied about being Delta Force, fighting for the mafia, taking on 30 men. I mean, maybe he took 30 men, if you know what I mean. So let's talk about the second part of this video. Well, there's probably a million different parts, but the ones I really wanted to focus and dial on is that Azoulay can't get the story right. So is the family super wealthy or is the family broke, right? It's like you don't make anybody believe you. Not that anyone in this community was going to believe you, but you don't make anyone who is a bystander or a stranger to all of this nonsense. Maybe you're a new viewer, you have no idea what's going on, right? But you don't make somebody who doesn't know the story believe you when you can't even tell the same fucking story. I mean, that's just a clear sign that somebody's not telling the truth. So it's so ridiculous, right? And so cringe. He's trying to like emphasize like emotion by taking these super long pauses. That's why you heard Shrek in the background be like, what are you doing? Bruh. Okay, that's not what Shrek sounded like. Okay, let's continue on because he starts to get pretty crazy because he has some choice words for me.
In today's generation, you guys don't have any consequences. There is no consequences because of social media. Back in the day, if you tell me, fuck you, I would break your fucking head. I would split it open. I would shatter your fucking brains. That's how it was. It wasn't any different than that. But now you have guys that are online, that are weak, that are fat, that are fucking lazy, and then they go, fuck your mother. You would have never said that to my face because your brains would have been fucking split open on the fucking concrete. And we know that. But we don't know that today because there is no consequences. But back in the day, that's how it was. So for example, Baba making videos about me and lying out of his ass just to get views. Somebody like that 10 years ago would have been killed.
I'm so afraid, Azoulay. I'm so afraid, man. Who really talks like this on the internet? This guy is just like a wannabe mafia guy, a wannabe UFC fighter. It's the cringest thing ever, right? I thought this was only going to be like 3 parts to this live stream, but now I'm starting to think it's going to be 4 because I actually forgot about this part of the live stream when I first watched it, but let's jump in. So there's a whole lot of accusations, right? Azoulay wants to say that the Bubba Army, you guys are lying on his name, that we're doing this all for views, for likes, for clicks. Like, how many videos is it gonna take for this guy to understand that we don't care about any of that junk, right? What we care simply is about the truth getting out, and the Bubba YouTube channel is trying to fight the good fight. Guess what? There's a whole lot more people that know who Azoulay is, and I already know the comment section is gonna say, at least one, right? Is gonna be, well, yeah, exactly. Now you gave this guy fame. Fame? This guy has infamy. Like, this guy's not, could you even say that he's popular? I think the more correct thing to say would be that he's unpopular and not for good things, okay? Like, Azoulay is so happy, he's so proud that people talk about him, but it's not about anything good. Like who wants to be talked about all these things? Like, genuinely. So I'm not gonna like sign off with the whole statement saying, oh, he's just rage baiting you. No, okay? Stupid things doesn't always equal rage bait. Like, this guy was convicted of S crimes. It's a public record thing. There's a reason why the comment section doesn't look like, Bubba, you're lying on this guy's name. Bubba, you're a liar. You only do things for views. No, the comment section is just gonna say, I don't like Azoulay. Well, it's going to be a whole lot more than that. People really don't like this guy, but hey, I'm so scared. I cocked my pants, whatever. 10 years ago, I'm looking at my calendar right now. That was only 2015. Why is bro acting like this is 1945? What a lame.
He feels like he could do anything from his computer because there is no consequences.
Bruh.
But 10 years ago, there would be. There's places around the world that still there would be consequences. And the consequences would actually end up with somebody dying, somebody getting killed. But the kids of today believe that there's no consequences. But when you see them face to face, they run away. They don't want to fight. They're pussies. They're such pussies that it's actually sad. But that's why they're so easily manipulated and controlled by the system. The system wanted to raise sheeps. It raised sheeps. And guys, I know a lot more than I'm sharing. But I also know that if I share it, people are just going to laugh. Although they don't understand that everything.
I may be misremembering, right? But someone in the community can correct me if I'm wrong. I remember Azoulay commenting on one of my videos and getting absolutely ratioed by everybody. And he actually left on that comment saying to meet up with him at his hotel in West Hollywood or something like that at the time. Now, you're never gonna catch me on record saying to go meet this guy. Do not do that, okay? Somebody already met up with Wes Watson. That doesn't need to happen again, right? I'm not saying anyone from this community went and did that, the 7-foot monster, right? But I'm gonna be on record. Don't go and find this guy, okay? Like, I don't want anybody to get locked up for that. So we're on the same page about that. But I'm pretty sure there were people from the community that actually did go to that hotel, and Azoulay called the cops on them. Like, they showed up like they were Peaky Blinders, and Azoulay shit his pants. He cocked it. That shit was filled full, right? And he called the cops. And I think several people actually went to that hotel. Like I said, don't go there, but I can't control a grown ass man and what he does. And ironically, it was Azoulay who called the cops. So I think all this is kind of funny that he acts so tough. He wants to act like mafia or whatever. Don't take on the internet. You're not gonna win, right? Like I'm not. It's not just me talking, right? Like, it's like thousands of others who are here. I'm just someone who makes a video, right? But it's like a hub, not that hub, but it's like a town square that just keeps growing and growing. And these guys don't understand that it's just not me. Like, this represents, in a way, like a movement against all these grifters and these life coaches and so on. But let's hear him explain how he was so tough and he was gonna knock some guy out.
So I got a little bit closer. I said, is there something you want to tell me? And he starts laughing. And I said, man, just stop staring at me. I came to walk away. And he looks at me and goes, what'd you say? I'm like, did you take Brave Juice this morning? Bruh. Feeling brave, huh? You feeling lucky? And then I stepped up to him and I said, what? You ready for this? And he looks at me and he like backs away, but he kind of squares up. And then I said, exactly. Because he kind of squared up, but he kind of moved away from, the situation. And as I'm turning to walk away from him, he goes, what? What's up? So I squared back up and I went up to him and I went to knock him out. And the guy literally, you guys know the term, fight or flight. He fucking flew faster than I could see. He flew straight to the front of the front desk at the gym and told the guy in the front desk to call the cops because I'm going to hurt him. And as he was running, he was also screaming. And his buddy was like, oh, I don't want none of that. I was like,
wow, what a story, guys. I was on the edge of my seat listening to that bullshit. So Azoulay wants you to believe that he sent a guy into a state of shock, that to the point he's running around the gym like Oprah. What in the world? This is the bullshit that we're dealing with. Like, who actually thinks it's a good idea to go onto a live stream after you're already heavily despised for awful, atrocious things you've done, and then think that this is going to be your next big thing, right? Live streaming, talking bullshit talk with Azoulay, right? That's what he should call these live streams. And how pathetic it is too that he's got his daddy, right, Devin, listening to all these stories. If you don't know, right, Azoulay is Devin's bitch, right? Devin's the one who runs the whole thing. He's the mastermind, right? But imagine you're a grown man and you're listening to this like in person. Wow. Both of these lames are so pathetic, but I'm pretty much at my limit with cringe that I can take. Like, that was very, very cringe. And if you're a new viewer to all this, then consider hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, man, the AMU, the Alpha Male Universe, it just doesn't stop. So expect part 3 where we'll jump into more crazy shit, he said. And yeah, so don't forget to swing on by the Bubba's Barn second channel, and I hope I see you on there as well. Catch you guys later. Peace.